Hello, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new here, please make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest updates and real news shaping our communities here in South Africa. Please listen till the end to hear all the verified details and find out where this information comes from, so you can confirm it for yourself. Now, today's news comes from Gauteng, where two Zimbabwean nationals were arrested for running what authorities are calling an illegal pharmacy operation. Police say the suspects were caught with thousands of rand in cash and a large quantity of unregistered medication that was allegedly being sold to unsuspecting customers in the area. According to early reports, the arrests were made during a joint operation between the South African Police Service and officials from the Department of Health. The operation was part of an ongoing crackdown on unlicensed medical practices across the province. Law enforcement officials say they received a tip-off from community members who had grown suspicious about a small shop in the area that appeared to be selling prescription drugs without proper authorization. When officers arrived at the scene, they reportedly discovered shelves packed with medication, syringes, antibiotics, and painkillers, none of which were properly documented or approved by the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Some of the drugs had expired, while others were imported illegally. It's believed the suspects were selling to both locals and foreign nationals at discounted prices, using the cover of a convenience store to disguise their activities. Police say when they asked the men for proof of licensing or registration, they failed to produce any valid documents. That's when the search led to the discovery of cash hidden inside boxes and under the counter, totaling several thousand rand. Officers immediately confiscated the money, along with the drugs and medical equipment, before arresting the two suspects on charges of operating an unlicensed medical business and possession of unregistered pharmaceutical products. The men, both in their 30s, are currently being held while investigations continue. Authorities are also working to determine where the drugs came from and whether the operation is linked to a larger smuggling network. Officials from Home Affairs have also been contacted to verify the immigration status of the suspects, as there are concerns that they may not be in the country legally. Residents in the area have expressed mixed feelings following the arrests. Some say they're relieved that law enforcement is taking action, while others admit they've bought medicine from that same shop because it was cheaper and faster than going to a clinic or a pharmacy. One local resident said that even though people knew the shop wasn't fully legal, many still went there because of convenience and the long waiting times at public health facilities. Health authorities have warned the public to be cautious about where they buy their medication, saying that using unregistered drugs can be extremely dangerous. Officials explain that many of these illegal pharmacies operate without any quality control, meaning there's no guarantee that the medicine being sold is safe or even effective. Some of the products seized in this particular raid were found to contain incorrect dosages or packaging labels in foreign languages, making them potentially harmful. Economically, this case also sheds light on how underground operations like these affect legitimate businesses. Licensed pharmacists say illegal competition is hurting their livelihoods because people looking to save money often turn to these cheaper, unregulated options. At the same time, police say illegal pharmacies can also become fronts for other crimes like money laundering and drug trafficking, which further threaten public safety. As usual, the arrest sparked quite a bit of debate on social media. Some South Africans praised the police for doing their job, saying these kinds of operations need to be shut down before more people get hurt. Others questioned whether the authorities are doing enough to fix the bigger issues that lead to such problems, like unemployment, poor access to healthcare, and the slow pace of service delivery in many areas. A few people also raised concerns about the growing number of undocumented foreigners allegedly involved in informal or illegal business activities. They say South Africa needs to tighten its immigration laws and ensure that only those who follow the proper legal processes are allowed to operate businesses. However, others warned against generalizing or turning the issue into one of xenophobia, reminding everyone that not all foreign nationals are involved in illegal activity. A local health inspector who spoke to reporters said that this arrest is just one example of how widespread the issue has become. He explained that similar cases have been uncovered in several parts of Gauteng, as well as in KwaZulu-Natal and the Western Cape. According to him, more joint operations are being planned in the coming weeks to ensure compliance and public safety. The Department of Health has also urged anyone who suspects illegal medical operations in their community to report them immediately. They say public awareness is one of the best tools in stopping these dangerous businesses before they harm more people. Police, meanwhile, are reminding South Africans to avoid buying prescription medication from street vendors or unlicensed stores, no matter how cheap it might be. As for the two Zimbabwean suspects, they are expected to appear in court soon. Depending on the outcome of the case, they could face deportation after serving their sentences if found guilty. The authorities have confirmed that investigations are ongoing and that more arrests could follow if other individuals or suppliers are linked to the operation. Before we wrap up, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, so you can stay up to date with all the latest verified news. And if you've ever wondered why some people trust a backroom pharmacy over a clinic, maybe it's because the clinic queues move slower than Joburg traffic on a Friday afternoon. But still, it's better to wait safely than take risks with your health. Thank you for watching till the end. Please like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and stay informed. All images used in this video are for illustration purposes only and do not represent any specific individuals involved in this news. The information in this report has been verified using credible local sources including IOL, Times Live, and Daily Maverick.